Hello, my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, however you wanted to apply. This is Sagittarian Truth Seeker here, and I am here with your starting over healing reading. All right. So in the shadows, we do have the Four of Cups. Anytime I see that, sometimes it's just disinterest. You're not necessarily even avoiding or, trying to avoid somebody or trying to reject somebody. It's just like a level of disinterest. Okay. So that is shadowing the reading. All right, so now I'm going to give you some rhetorical questions, just something to think on. What is needed to bring my awareness into action? So there's something we're not seeing, okay? And we cannot see this right now because our head down. We don't have a level of interest. So maybe there is something that would interest us if we saw it, okay? But we're not feeling it on an emotional level. It may not be like we don't see it. Do I need to renew hope right now, and how? That makes perfect sense with that Four of Cups. That could be like losing hope, integrity, the strength to even like keep continuing to do something that you were doing, okay? So what I'm feeling is there's something that we aren't seeing, but I don't feel like it's on purpose, okay? Do I feel alone? Is it really true? Okay? Level of isolation that we're kind of feeling here. But I don't feel like some of you are really alone in this. I don't really feel like that with all these questions. The next one is, what am I afraid of? How can I meet that fear? And what or who do I love above all else? Okay, so let's see what is going on. Where have you been? Knight of Wands. You've been busy, okay? You may have been very goal-oriented. This is somebody who has a lot of energy. They have a lot of drive. Their ambition level is really, really high. They may not make the best decisions because they're just so anxious, but at the same time, their heart and their passion is in the right place. Okay? The only thing here is that consistency. Okay? Sometimes we have so much energy to do something one day, something happens, and we no longer have that same energy for it. We no longer have that same drive. So that could be possibly something that's happening now because we have this energetic person. And some of you, it could be a fire sign that you were dealing with in some type of way. But now all that energy has went into feeling like I have no energy, but it has hit us on a emotional level. And your emotions affect your motivation, okay? So what have you learned, okay? We have a thing of justice here. We have a thing of rules. We have a thing of balance that we have learned. It could be, for everybody, it's different. Because something broke your spirits, okay? Something broke your spirits. It could be the judgments of somebody else. The decisions of somebody else broke your spirit to even try to move forward with something. Okay? So what we've learned is about fairness, is about some type of equal, or how something needs to be equal. Or even our own judgment. Like I said, the Knight of Wands, they have a lot of energy to do, but they could have a blind eye or rose-colored glasses on because they're only looking at their vision. They're not really looking at everything else. Neither do they really care. Okay? So the law of the land, the people around you, what maybe we weren't paying attention to at first has come to light. And it's just changed the way that we felt. Okay? And this could be in any situation. So what is it that we had to let go of? We have the Five of Swords. Something we had to let go of is maybe the animosity between you and somebody else. It could have been have a collective of people or just you and somebody else. But something, I really felt like with justice, you just learned that it is what it is. Don't fight. Let the universe balance things out. Because the Knight of Wands is also somebody who would act off the way that they feel at that very moment. And then we have to learn, sometimes we can't make it right. We have to let the universe make it right, and not even to fight with this person or not to cause any more conflict with them. It just seems like we didn't see it. It's like, it's either we didn't see it coming or we ignored the red flags. But you let that break your spirits, and we got to get that back up. Especially if it was a person. Because I don't feel like their spirits are probably going to be broken for that long. So it's kind of like we still have to, you know, play the part until we're better. Fake it till we make it. Okay. Now, something that still needs to be repaired. We have the Hierophant. That's your beliefs. That's your strength. I almost feel like for some of you, you are on a different level. Spiritually, you're on a different level. That's showing with that energy. It doesn't matter your sign. Somebody came in and told you you can or you cannot do something. You gave in. You gave in. And it may not even be somebody of authority, but it's somebody who you do look at with some type of respect. They've come in and they've changed your way of how you move. And it's put a stagnant energy on you. And it's like, now what am I going to do since I can't do that? Some of you, whatever it is, whatever goal that you're trying to achieve, you need to keep going for it. Because something that needs to be repaired is the Hierophant. That has to deal with your spirituality, your beliefs, the way that you move, the way that you want to operate, your manifestations, your higher knowledge, your higher learning. Somebody has come in between you and your own path, your own journey, and you could have allowed it, looks like. But one thing you have learned about is karma. So whatever you've been doing, you stopped. Whether you were going back and forth with somebody, it just like, I stopped. You know what? And I'm going to let that be that. I need to get back on my own. The Hierophant. I don't have to believe what they believe. Because this is like the law of beliefs. And this is like the law of spirituality. And this is like the law of your own opinion to me with the Hierophant, because we all have different beliefs. Your own opinion versus the majority. A lot of people are having these readings where it's like the minority versus the majority. And once you start to go on your own path, you can't fight with these people, and you can't fight that you're changing and they're not. You know, you can't. Okay, so next we have what's happening in the near future. Look at that. 3 of Cups. Celebration. Celebration. So we get rid of this. The Hierophant is about communities, dude. Different groups and communities, like-minded people, getting around people to socialize with that actually have stuff in common instead of, you know, people who don't. The Justice cards to me is you realize it is what it is. You know. Not under my control what other people do. So what happens in the near future is also the 2 of Wands. You get back on your grind. You get back to who you were. 2 of Wands, that's back getting focused. But it's choosing which direction this time, where you want to go. You may have a lot of ideals that you push to the back. Or if this is a romantic type of thing, you get to dating. And you get back on what it is that you want. And you get your self-esteem back up. And everything get boosted back up. But it's just going to take a level of you getting back to what you believe is true. So, where you're headed, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Some of you, it could be work. Loans, money coming in for you. It's always a pension coming in for some people. And others of you, I think I have this for maybe Capricorns. But it's getting what you deserve. Because what you learn about karma. You learn about a karmic energy. You learned about the energy that you put out is the energy that you get back. So what did we stop doing? We stopped fighting against. And let somebody fight their own self. Okay? And then what we get in return, or what we get in exchange, may be something physical. Maybe something financial. But it's something that you can use with that 6 of Pentacles. You reap. Whatever this is, you reap, and you get what it is that you actually work for, even though you feel like you may. Some people feel like they may not even get it, but you are. But somebody had to learn to stop fighting. This is a card of fighting. This is a card of unity. Some of you are reconciling with somebody else. You just stopped fighting and just decided to start working together, and then everything works together with the Six of Pentacles. You give and you receive equally. Okay, some of you is just simple as that. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a blessed one.